Hello, delicious friends, and welcome to Bloodlost, the 5th edition campaign in which these wonderful Thin-Bloods are trying to figure their way around a city that is increasingly hostile towards them and basically everyone else. With us today, we have back Delphron. Yay!
Yay!
Woo! How you been?
Okay.
Good.
Next week it'll be 100%. I hope to God.
Yeah, well, I mean, you and Nate, right? So,
Right.
Delphron plays Nate. You can find...
Oh yeah, I play Nate. He's a dastardly little vampire little shit who's out to get power, and I guess at the moment he's trying to screw over Florence.
Wow,
A little
rude,
bit, yeah.
rude.
I mean, flip a coin and that's who he's trying to screw over.
In that particular moment, yeah. Okay, we also have Sheepy, who plays Loki.
There we
Hello,
go. I'll fix it.
I'm Captain Awesome.
No one's going to get that if they watch the VOD.
That's the point.
All right, yeah. We also have Captain Awesome herself, Fuzzy Freaks.
Oh no,
Hi, I'm awesome and a captain of industry. Hello, I'm Fuzzy. I play Florence. She's old and has rats. I'm middle-aged and I don't have any rats. I'm also hideously addicted to Outward, and I can't stop. I think I finished the main quest today though, so now all I need to do is play through it another 3 or 4 times to get all of the bits I've missed in the first run through.
Does look like fun.
I popped in earlier when you were playing it, and all I saw you doing was going. You like rush past like random enemies, trying not to attack them. It looks so silly.
Yeah, I was probably running away from this. This is like shit. Fuck. There's an awful lot of running away and swearing.
So it's one of those games where even if you finish the main quest, you're still not powerful enough to kill most things.
A lot of the game depends on preparation. So you've got to like set a bunch of traps and then chug a bunch of potions, and then you can wreck most things' faces.
Kind of like a
there is
Witcher situation.
Yeah, there is a lich that I really want to go and fuck up, but it ruined my shit several times. So I need to get all of the potions.
Fair enough. Cool. And I'm not Captain Awesome, but I am the very model of a modern Major General. I'm Josh. Game FTL. I've been playing Baba Is You and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator and VR stuff in my spare time, and also painting things. I have dogs.
Oh, shush your dogs.
Don't get excited, they're chocolate.
Get your dogs out for the lads.
I got dogs.
Dags. Do you like dags?
I
Do you
got
like dags? Why do you have chocolate dogs?
They're not chocolate. They're just brown, I think, resin.
Oh, right.
I don't know why they're chocolate. But I will be painting them on stream, possibly with Lauren Random Tuesday at some point in the near future. Ooh, that one hasn't left the mould properly. That's got a problem with its leg. Anyway, distractions.
That's what green stuff's for.
Yeah, it's true. But anyway, they're adorable. They're Dungeons and Doggies, so they're D&D. They come with rules for playing them in D&D as well. So maybe I'll try and make that happen sometime.
What, an all-dog party?
An all-dog party. There's a Pomeranian monk and all sorts.
I'm just going to be playing as Chaos. You realise that, right? You see a cat.
I think there's a German Shepherd paladin. So there's that. That's very exciting. Anyway, let's begin the game of vampires, which was the main reason we got together tonight. And I think we should do that by recapping what happened last episode for Dahlia's, usefulness.
Delectation.
It started off with Loki and Florence sorting out decisions about who their alliances should who they should be aligned with and helping out Ferris and taking some sort of power into their hands in the city underneath full-blooded vampires, which seems like a pretty solid plan. And then they went to the park to feed the pigeons. And along the way, they...
And get lunch.
Yeah, they fed. They also saw
Circle of life.
a lot of people, or the only people they did see were traveling in groups, and there weren't that many people out. So there was a kind of vibe of fear and uncertainty on the streets that Loki eventually figured out via use of his contacts was because of attacks on the streets. Attacks that meant that whoever saw them was either killed or something, because there are no stories about these attacks. So what you ended up doing was figuring out that there was someone called Fred who had possibly seen one of these attacks living at the old scrapyard of Mr. Brass's. They went there and found Alex, the Thin-Blood that, popped up. Apparently he'd been hanging around. And also the desiccated body of Inspector Borlu that Loki once dumped there. And eventually Florence found Fred, her sire, the person who brought her into the vampiric world, and also her husband. And she had a rather heartwarming reunion, I feel. But over time it became clear that something wasn't right with Fred. There was something suspicious. And after telling Loki about this, he also became suspicious and wasn't allowed to see Fred, because Fred told them Florence not to. So Loki used an incredible amount of speed, comparable to Ferris, to zip all the way up the stairs and try and meet Fred. At which point...
He exploded into bird.
Yes, there was an explosion of feathers. Loki heard a woman's voice, got attacked by a raven that was larger than normal, and Fred, quotes, flew out the window.
Sounds like a song.
And I think after that you went back to the sewer hideout? Or were you just still there? I can't remember.
We chatted with Alex for a bit, and it turned out that Fred...
My squeeze!
Yeah, apparently Fred is his granddad.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah.
We didn't know what to do with that, and neither did he. I think I shot him.
Oh yeah, you shot Alex because he wasn't being very helpful.
Yeah, I shot Alex. And then he was more helpful, which just goes to show that, I was justified.
Oh yeah, we didn't end there.
No.
You wanted to get revenge on Fred, so...
Florence wanted revenge on...
Yeah, Florence.
She didn't want a revenge on Fred. She wanted revenge on whoever the fuck it was who was masquerading as Fred and pissing her about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's that. And also they thought the best way to find Fred would be because Fred said he was looking for someone called Hunin and someone called Volk. When he found out that Volk was dead, he was looking for John. So they wanted to look for John as well, hoping they would run into Fred.
Not
So
Fred.
they went to the Anarchs.
Fred's dead, baby. Fred's dead. It's Quentin Tarantino paraphrase.
Pulp Fiction, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in that case, I think we should very quickly ask what Nate was up to while this was all happening. It took place over about 24 hours.
Ooh.
So, Nate, do me a rouse check for waking up the next day.
Oh yeah.
But, Nate, you were back at your apartment. It's very dusty. It's kind of, messed up after multiple people have traipsed through it and looked through it and looked at it. But it's still relatively secure. Nate goes up a hunger. But yeah, Nate, did you have any particular things you would like to do in this short space of time?
Is there anything on the list that I was given that I could check out?
Which list?
Of Bradley's tasks. I had that detective give me that list of Bradley's tasks. And at the end of the week, it said like Renala, but like there was other stuff. I feel like Nate would like try and scope out one of these locations, or depending on like what the scope of these things are.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what was on the list or not.
Yeah, I was pretty vague about the list, mostly because it was the most recognizable thing to you when you first read it was that there is a meeting with Renala at the end of the week, which you are now one day closer to seeing, I suppose. However, on the list, there was also there's like a crossed out meeting that says meet with Nathaniel Octavian. There is also a something that says review HQ, and it's like a big chunk of time. I think those are the two most important things. Oh, and also there probably would have been like just a blanked out section that is just like, it just says NOS.
Okay.
So he was meeting with those.
Our good old friends. Okay. Ooh, okay. Right. So I'm at the apartment. Have a list. Nothing really on the list. Does it say a location of where he's like meeting Renala? Or does it just say meeting Renala?
No. It just says meet Renala.
That would be too easy. Okay. I guess maybe I would check my social media contacts, because I haven't checked in with them in a while, just to see if they have any news or any like anything strange going on. Maybe if they've heard anything about Renala that like I might not have heard about.
Okay, yeah, roll a wits plus intelligence roll. Sorry, wits plus technology.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Let's see. 3 successes. That's enough. You go through a variety of blogs and accounts. What exactly are you looking for, and how are you looking for it?
Just kind of going to her social media, kind of like basic stuff really. And then maybe like if I have a Discord or anything with my like those people that like I had, remember, I don't know, maybe seeing if they're like spilling any tea in the Discord or whatever. Maybe any like chat rooms that like forums that like maybe like did like publications on us. Like, you know, those like cosplay forums are like, they always like tweet like, maybe Reddit, yeah. Right, like Reddit forums and that. Not really anything like too strong, but maybe I'll like look up. I don't know. I think she told me the name of the company that was hiring her. I don't think she did though. But if I know the name, I'll Google that name to see if I can find anything else about it, kind of.
Yeah. In that case, you go through with that. It's not too difficult. How long are you spending on this? I need.
Not long. Probably. He's just waiting for it to get dark enough so he can head out a little bit. Maybe this is just the first thing he's doing while he's chilling.
Okay.
Not long at all.
You go onto Renalla's social media, you see gorgeous, amazingly produced photo sets that are advertisements for a cosmetics company. And if you're looking... so I guess I have a question. Would you prefer to spend your time looking up the people you used to hang out with and feed from? Because that would take extra time. Instead, you could do a lookup of like the companies.
I think he would look up his old friends.
Okay.
Mainly because I feel like he would think that they would be more in the know because they probably know someone in Renalla's circle. Whereas if you looked up the companies, it's kind of like a wild goose chase, maybe.
Possibly. Yeah, but you do get the name of the cosmetics company. It's I can actually look this up. Martin's Farm. You know what? I can give you both. It's not too difficult to find them. It's simple connections. Basically, it's a cosmetics company that is a subsidiary of Dr. Martin's pharmacy company, and they have recently bought this massive set of photos and advertisements with Renalla as like the main face of it.
Okay.
Which would seem like a pretty simple connection for Nate to put together. And you're looking up your friends. You have a Discord and social media, and now that you spend more time looking than just casual notification checks, you see that the people you were feeding from are starting to get a little unhinged. They were like, they've not heard from you maybe in a while. They're like sending you PMs like, hey, can we meet up? And you might be able to guess that this is because of the sheer joy that you feeding from them provides. And they're missing that, not necessarily you.
I think let's do it. Let's meet up with them. I think Nate would message them back and be like, hey, you know where my apartment is or something. Like the code, like whatever the code word that he says, like that, they kind of know to like come. But and then while he's waiting for them to come over, probably I'd say he just invited one of them over. Yeah. With the promise that like whatever. Okay. And then I just a quick Google of like Bradley Cooper. Is Cooper his second name? I don't think it's Cooper. Grimald.
Bradley Grimald, yeah. Okay. You Google Bradley, nothing really comes up. It seems like, aside from unrelated LinkedIn accounts, it's a bit of a dead end. He's been expunged from the internet somewhat.
That's what he kind of expected, I think. But just, why not?
It doesn't say on your list for some reason your...
Did I get rid of it?
No, you didn't get rid of it. It was definitely there. I remember it. And I don't think anything happened to them. I'm pretty sure you had 2 dots of heard.
Yeah.
So I guess you can add that into your merits and flaws.
Okay.
That's weird. 2 dot heard, yeah. Okay. You invite one of them over.
Yeah. Just for like a quick feed and just like maybe let them in and like the whole Renalla situation.
Yes. So just to remind you, the way that herds work is the amount of dots you have of herd is how many dots of hunger you can slake per week. And if you kill one of them, dot goes away, basically. So you can use one of your dots of herd and feed 1 hunger, and that will put you to 1 again, I think.
Yeah.
And they just chat rubbish with you. I don't think there's anything useful.
Yeah.
They ask you about Renala.
I
But
think Nate would be kind of just honest about that. He's like, she's doing well. That like they had a meeting with. He wouldn't say Angelica, but that they had a meeting with someone and it worked out for her, and he had to like just take a backseat really until she gets settled, and then things will start working for him. Kind of. I think that's how he would explain it, really.
okay. And then what do you do with the rest of your life?
He wants to contact Ferris.
Okay, good.
He wants to find out about his blood mommy.
You can probably send messages between you and Ferris. I'm fairly certain he gave you a way to contact him, right?
Yeah, I think he gave it a card or a number or something before.
Okay, so what message do you send to Ferris?
Ooh.
I will send it to EE.
I think it would just be like a stereotypical whiny kind of kid. To be honest, like, hey, feeling like lost. So many questions. Mostly to do with, and he would say like grandma in like inverted commas to like him,
Wait.
because like,
So many questions to do with grandma.
yeah, because like he's like technically like isn't like Angelica the sire of hers.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
So that's why he's gonna like phrase it so it's not like trace it, because he's been caught before with these traces. So yeah, I think that's how he would phrase it.
That would
And
make
then
sense.
maybe he would. They're definitely not meeting up with Florence and Loki today, so maybe he'd have to make up some excuse. I think he would just be honest and say that he's gonna like check out some locations to do with Bradley, see if he can find any leads.
Okay. I don't necessarily think I need to send that to E. He would probably send a rather enthusiastically nice message back saying that he's glad and that he looks forward to working with you in the future. And probably to talk to Loki.
Okay. Yeah, I guess other than that, Nate's kind of just at a loss, really. He'd probably spend a lot of his night like just researching different things. Maybe he would go to a library and see if he could find anything else up on that site before.
Oh, the Stonehenge, the stone circle.
Yeah. If he couldn't find anything about Bradley or whatever, I'd say because Loki and Florence were really interested, that's probably something that he might do, is go to like a library or some place with like historical data.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be too difficult. In that case, you should give me an intelligence plus academics roll.
Ooh. Actually, I don't have any points in that going. No.
All you find
Let's re-roll
out...
it. Let's play re-roll. Let's do it. Let's find something now. How many do I have to re-roll? Is it
You
three?
can only reroll
Yeah,
one.
you can only re-roll one. I would
Sweet.
suggest not doing that.
Yeah.
I kind of want to. Okay, fine. We won't do it.
Yeah, the only thing you find out is what you found out last time, which is there shouldn't be one there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I think at that point we should go to Florence and Loki, who... Would you still like to be with the Anarchs? Do you have any more business to do with them? Or would you like to move on?
I think they were taking us to see John, or to... Oh, no, we were taking
You had,
Saffron.
Yeah, you had a promise from them to be able to use Saffron to lure out John, basically, in whatever way you see fit, as long as Saffron is protected. And you will, in exchange for that, you will give them secrets on Camarilla weak points.
And I stipulated very specifically that it would only be against our enemies.
Yeah, they
I
don't
worded
care so much about that.
Yeah, no, but I worded it very specifically where I was like, I'm not giving away all the secrets, I'm giving away specific secrets. I'm sure it won't matter and they'll still get pissed if I don't give them what they want, but fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so you're still in the forest. You're still at the meeting with Mika and Mario and Saffron. And Alex. Alex is also there.
Alex is there. And he forgave me for shooting him.
Well, isn't that nice of him?
Yes. Well, let's take Saffron back to my place.
I'm okay with that.
Good.
Okay.
Do you want that information now, or is this a we'll call
If you
on
have the information now.
No.
But he looks at the ravens like, maybe another time.
I'm currently gathering intel on someone, so it'll be a little bit of time.
Okay. Well, don't make us wait too long.
Heaven forbid.
Were you being sarcastic then, young man?
How dare you, Florence? I am always serious. I'm never sarcastic.
Well, if that's all our business, Saffron, you can stay with them, and we're going to leave.
Oh, question. Just in case you have this in your pocket, do you have any idea why people are getting attacked so much in the city?
Do you know anything of the attacks?
No, not yet. We were supposed to look into it, but then a raven man attacked us and
Okay,
shit got weird.
sure.
Poor Fred.
There's not Fred. I thought we agreed that wasn't Fred.
No, I know. Look, I miss my Fred. It was hard seeing him and then not seeing him.
I can't tell you what the attacks are. However,
Okay.
oftentimes, when there are rumors like that, it is the Camarilla doing something from feeding to fighting.
Okay. Well, that should be fun for us. Good. Well, keep up the good work. Mind the treetops, and I'll contact you soon.
Thank you. He beckons to Mario and turns into a wolf and pads away into the darkness.
Bloody show-offs. Says Florence very quietly.
Saffron
Once they've
is
left.
just standing there.
Bloody show-offs. Right, Saffron, should we get you back to somewhere warm and cozy and get you a nice cup of tea, dear?
I can't promise for smell, but it will be warm and cozy.
I've been in worse places.
Perfect.
The tea will be lovely.
Well, let's get going.
Yes, let's. Yes.
Alex is just kind of stood there, just like, I guess I'll see you later.
Alex,
Can we bring him with us?
not to that place.
Oh, go on. He's a nice young man.
No, because too many people already know about that place, Florence. And
Oh.
the more people that know a secret, the less of a secret it is.
If more than 2 people know a secret, it's not a secret anymore, dear.
Yeah, there have to be at least 2 people to know a secret, or it's not a secret. It is
Yeah.
just a fact that no one knows.
No, yes, but 2 people, but more than 2 people already know, so it's not a secret anymore.
Okay.
Why don't we just go back to, like, the flat?
I'm gonna...
Do you have anywhere to go?
Mario mentioned to me that I could probably hang out with them for a while.
I wouldn't advise that.
Why?
because Anarchs, very low power base, a little bit of firepower in terms of strength, but no actual territory or claim or stake, and they're not going to get very far anytime soon.
Manipulation, persuasion.
Young lady. Da, 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 da.
2 successes. Right, but that's more of anything than I have ever had.
I can probably offer you better if you're willing to serve someone.
Serve someone. That's a little bit vague.
You ever heard of Mr. Vaudeville?
Like the kind of circus act?
No, he was part of the... I think he was the... What is it? Sire? He was sired by... I guess he was sired by the Primogen for the Toreador.
Sorry, sounds right. Oh, okay. I mean, if there's something in that.
I mean, he's an up-and-comer. Good prospects.
All right, then. Well, I guess... Am I coming with you, then?
Sure.
Oh, cool.
More the merrier, really, isn't it?
Honestly, when you think about it, it's very hard to get through all the traps without me, so...
Traps.
Yes.
Okay.
Just when we get there, step where I step and don't, panic.
Yes.
All right, then. And Alex joins you, Saffron, in leaving the forest, and I'm assuming going into the sewers before entering the city.
Yes.
Okay. How are you going to meet up with Nate?
I assume Florence will message him because they have the phone security of a 2-year-old.
Yeah, probably. Dear Nate, I'm getting quite good at this texting lark now, aren't I? Anyway, yes, you should meet us at the Desert Loki's place in the sewers. Ring the bell, don't mind the traps. Yours sincerely, Florence.
I mean, you could have put in the place underground, or that place that you really hate, or whatever. You're just come to Loki's place in his secret hideout sewers. I will provide you with a drawn map for anyone who is listening or intercepts it.
P.S. I've nearly got the hang of the traps now. Here's what I've got so far. I'll write it out. No, I'm not going to do that though. Florence is actually keeping that under her hood. Greasy hair, whatever.
Yeah. I think Nate would definitely go straight away. Probably takes back. All right, on the way. See you there.
We'll probably get there at the same time.
You didn't sign it properly. Anyway. Children these days, what are they teaching them?
It's not how to text. Well, you know what? It's really not important. Okay. And we go there.
Oh, is it like letter shorthand? Like swalk and that?
Yes.
Oh. You'll just sort of get a little sort of another text from Florence just going, oh, I see how to text now. Swalk, Florence.
Nate'll just text back the fuck? Dash, Nate.
Brackets, the vampire.
What are they teaching them these days? I don't know, honestly. Bloody acronyms, and they just don't know the acronyms like they used to.
Right.
But they don't even use acronyms anymore.
Yeah.
It stands for sealed with a loving kiss. Swalk.
Oh, I know what it stands for. How do you seal a text message?
I don't know, give the screen a big smacker.
And
it's a metaphorical loving kiss, isn't it? It's not a real one. I mean, I didn't go smearing lipstick all over my letters when I was a young girl.
Oh, look! Here we are. Hey, Nate!
Oh, yes, lovely. If we go through the traps again, Florence is totally going to try and suss them out again.
Yeah,
You do
how many
realise
successes
every
for
time.
that do you have?
I don't know.
You do realise that, like, every now and then low-key goes through his traps and completely switches them up.
You're gonna have to actually do that, though.
He hasn't done it yet, I'm just saying, like, he will
Okay,
at some
okay, no, that's fine. That's fine.
And Nate's gonna obsess over Alex too. He's gonna walk over and be like, "Alex, are you okay?" Like, actually put his like hand on his arm. The whole like,
Oh my god, he's touching him!
Oh,
Thank
hey
fuck,
Nate,
there aren't
it's
any bushes
been a
around.
while.
he's got confidence in the Paris.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Yeah,
You healing up okay? Like, did anything give you any trouble in the end?
flashes, laser eyes at Loki. Like, I'm fine.
I shot him.
Hey, well, I'm here for you. Like, if you need anything.
No reaction.
Thank you. That's nice. I think I got a new job now, so that's something. Yeah, Florence, you need to roll me an intelligence resolve.
Alright. Boop, boop. Wait, hang on. Resolve. Okay, resolve plus intelligence.
3 successes. Add those on to the top of the ones you had previous. I don't know if I've been keeping track of that.
Can I add like 6 or so? Possibly
Ooh.
more.
No? No.
I think you had enough to know it going in, but not going out.
Yeah. So I think with another 3 successes, this particular setup of traps you have basically memorized.
Right.
You don't.
She could probably hopscotch down it.
Yeah, you have a significant advantage getting in and out very quickly.
Right. Okay. Cool. It's just in case.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly just in case we need to fucking leg it one way or the other.
I assumed it was just in case Loki betrayed you and you had to come and murder him in his sleep, but okay.
Why would I do that? That's terrible.
Well, here we are.
Everyone, take a seat.
Who would like a nice cup of tea? Saffron?
I
Alex?
don't.
Yes,
I
it's
don't.
been a while.
I have no tea.
No,
There
that's
is no
fine.
tea.
Fine. Nate doesn't even get offered a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Saffron?
It doesn't even
Alex,
think he
would you like a
matters.
nice cup of tea?
So, first thing first,
Lovely.
Saffron. Hello. Welcome to my place.
The tea's not good.
Tea's real bad, probably because
Oh,
he doesn't
no.
have tea.
Yeah, I didn't have tea, so you know.
You just
Oh,
made
well,
it,
Florence would have tea on her, but probably the milk's off.
Hmm.
It's like, one lump or two.
of milk or sugar.
And the tea bag
Fine,
is a rat,
Stir it.
and the sugar is a rat. And the water is a rat.
Tail dipped in the sugar.
Like, the tea started out good, and then the milk happened, and now it's just like sour, bitty milk juice with some tea in it.
Okay. Saffron takes it politely, but then doesn't drink it. Just kind of holds it. Yeah. Hi, Loki.
Hello.
Nice
Good.
place you got.
Not really, but it's safe.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's safer than the woods. I imagine you know that. Well, I mean, now that probably more safe in the woods now, but still not safe. So, I don't know how we're going to go about getting in contact with John. I assume he's going to turn up and lurk, staring at you for a bit, and maybe we can call him down.
Maybe.
Yes. So, I have something to talk to you about,
Oh, okay.
but that will be in a moment. Would you mind giving us a moment? Like the rest of us. We need to discuss.
Do you want me to step outside?
Well, you're with the Anarchs, correct? Technically speaking.
Yes, I guess.
And
I
we're.
prefer being called the movement, by the way.
I mean, I'm not with them, so.
Okay, whatever.
Scruffy young people.
Sure. You don't have to go outside, but you can. There's kind of, there's enough space in here to just go sit and wait for a second. We're just gonna Soto voice talk.
Okay, I'm gonna go out in the hallway or something.
All right.
And she
Do be
gets
careful,
up,
dear.
she leaves her tea behind and walks around.
Just shout if John turns up, I guess.
It
It won't be long.
Oh, okay then.
I tell you what, here, take this. I'm going to hand her one of my rats.
Thank you.
Right. Bobby, if anything happens, come get me, all right?
It's one of those rats.
Well, yes. Just sit on your shoulder. He's specially trained.
Oh, that's where they keep coming from.
What do you mean?
Rats keep on appearing at our place in the forest.
With bows?
Sometimes.
Hmm.
Mostly
What
dirt.
bows are mine?
Oh.
She's like a beehive except for with rats.
Gross. I
Yeah.
mean,
Sorry, she just
sorry.
opens her coat and there's just a little... Something for the weekend? No.
It's like a horror film, isn't it?
Saffron takes the rat, puts it on her shoulder, and then just...
It sort of whiffles in her ear and then sort of settles down for a little nap.
Okay. She's gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nate.
Mhm.
Alex. Nate, I've extended an offer to bring Alex into the fold.
Oh yeah, always happy to have like an extra hand. We've been just look at Alex like the whole time he's talking. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Took less persuading than I thought it was going to, but good. The way I see it is all hands on deck. More people is good people, etc., in terms of strengthening Mr. Vaudeville's reach and power. So I figured I'd extend an offer to him of, employment, of safety, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
Alex, if you have any specific talents that can help.
I worked as a runner and an enforcer for Mr. Brass. I don't
Okay,
have to write CV, do I?
No. Just so that we know where to best utilize you.
did we Florence? Can I talk to you for a quick sec?
Yes, certainly. All right. What?
Nate will just like take Florence, like not even like outside, just a tiny little bit, just kind of like, did we tell him about Mr. Brass?
Wait, what were you talking about, Mr. Burns?
You know the way Mr. Brass like isn't a vampire anymore, and he's not in the city.
Oh, no, I'd forgotten about that.
Will we tell him or no?
Might as well. It's in for a penny, in for a pound at this point, I think.
Nate will just like turn back and be like, yeah, Mr. Brass like legged it. He's not here anymore. Like you were. Do you know anything about that?
It's kind of relieving, actually.
What
You
happens
certain?
towards your blood bond? Are you off that now? Is that done?
It's been a while. It's been a long while. I felt my opinions about him start to grow sour. And I just kind of assumed it was because I stopped drinking his blood.
So, Alex,
Hi.
currently one of our pieces needs guarding. How would you feel about keeping an eye on Nate?
Yeah, Nate's a good guy. Sure. Why not?
This is something that's reasonably important to Mr. Vaudeville, and I have a feeling with the things that Nate is currently working on, he may need some help staying out of trouble.
Always happy to have a big strong hand to help out.
Right. Okay, well then I'll put the proposal
I don't get
before
it.
the board, Phil. I'm sure it will be received well. There is chance for advancement in the future, hopefully. So have a little think about how you'd like to advance.
Like, Alex starts to crack a smile, like the things coming out of your mouth are ridiculous. It's like, okay, sure.
Well, I mean, you know.
I'll believe it when I see it, you know?
Okay. Nate,
Yeah.
I have an idea on how you can get what you want.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
You have a favor from Mr. Gates.
Yes.
It's not a massive favor, so it's not going to get you anything super important. But what you can do is you can go to Nosferatu, ask for a meeting with Mr. Gates, and ask for all the information currently gathered for Bradley. Then you will at least know what Bradley has been looking into and what his plans are to a certain extent. If you want, you can bring it back to me, and I'll go through the hard to read words and stuff.
He's just gonna look at you like dagger eyes when you say hard to read words, and then just tilt back, maybe look at Alex for a little bit, and just kind of go, "Yeah, that does seem like a good idea, I guess." I will say that I did some traipsing around the old hangout, and well, the stuff that I need, we have until the end of the week. After that, it could be too late.
Well, you may get useful information out of Mr. Gates. At the very least, it will probably open up vulnerabilities in Bradley to a certain extent. We should be able to get some information on him if you request. If you request information that Bradley's requested from the Nosferatu, specifically Mr. Gates, but the Nosferatu in general.
Okay.
And they should acquiesce to that request because it's not too big of a favor. If you have to, you can barter my favor as well for that information, depending on how good it is.
What do you want from me?
Nothing. It's just to get the information. This benefits all of us, so I'm willing to pay my favor as well as... Plus, Mr. Gates will never let me actually have a proper favor from him, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're willing to give up your favor, I'll do that, but I don't...
My favor in addition to yours if you need extra bartering leverage.
Okay. Go in hard and strong, and then we'll see if he'll break. If not, we'll give up too.
Yes. Florence.
Yes, dear.
Are you happy continuing with me down the John and weird attacks avenue, trying to find out about that?
Yes, definitely.
We do need to pay another visit to Bubbles.
Oh, lovely.
And I think we'll give my lookouts a couple more days before we ask them about anything.
Such a nice young man.
Well, we'll maybe we'll take a walk that takes us to Bubbles. And possibly John will start stalking Saffron on the way.
Oh, yeah, I should probably keep an eye out.
Speaking of which, Saffron, are you?
She pokes her head round the door, like, you done now?
All done. Very quick, don't worry.
Cool.
Just a little strategizing, it's fine. So, first question. What's going on with the Ravens?
All I know is that Mika and Soria
Can't control them anymore.
They thought they could, and it looked like they could, but it didn't always give them the results they wanted. I don't know.
So they were most likely using the ravens for scouting and information gathering, which would make sense why they're trying to get me on board to give them information because they can't get them out of the ravens. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, no, I just wanted to make sure I had the basic thrust of what was going on happening. We're going to go take a walk, you, me, and Florence, if that's okay.
And you're going to hope that John starts stalking me again.
We have some errands to run, but yes, we figured we may as well kill two birds with one stone.
Don't
That
worry,
leaves
we'll
me
look
and
after
Alex
you, dear.
to do the stuff.
Yeah. If you want to. If you have something else you'd like to do.
No. Me and Alex, we got this.
Yeah.
Don't need to worry.
Yeah,
I
okay, cool.
Name's been every bit as cringy as
I hope my advice helps you.
Great. Looking
So,
forward to it.
we all have a plan.
Mhm.
Let's execute said plan. And don't forget, as we leave, follow me exactly where I step, etc., etc. Otherwise, you'll die.
Okay.
Skip, hop left.
Skip, hoppity skip, woo.
Stop. Skip, jump. Fuck you, Saffron.
I'm gonna do this.
Nate will probably like try and help Alex through them if he's having any trouble.
Good, because Alex was about to get impaled by something.
No.
Oh, better Alex than Saffron. He can shake it off.
Like definitely Nate would be like, you can go ahead if you need to, and he's like, oh yeah, just watch out for this one here. It's a bit.
Oh, yeah. That one actually looks like a trap. I assumed it was a piece of garbage. Okay, let's go.
Even my garbage is traps.
Right, yeah, you make it through the sewers out to the exit point that you want. You are staying with each other as a group?
Well, I think at a certain point we'll head off to Bubbles, and Nate and Alex will head off to the Nosferatu.
Okay, Nate, I would just like to remind you you have those potions. Are you going to distribute them?
No. I'm sorry. You wouldn't
No,
do it.
it's. I wouldn't expect. I'd be really worried if Nate did.
Honestly, all of those potions are specifically for Nate, so they wouldn't do us much good.
But that would remind me that he would probably end up taking this Vice Silver-Tongued one before he meets with the Nas, if that's
Before you meet with the Nos. Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
to give him like a little bit of extra edge, so that maybe he can keep Loki's. Because his plan is to like tell Loki that he used the boon, but end up keeping the boon.
You won't be able to keep my boon, is all.
Okay, well, then he'll probably use Loki's and keep his own.
Ow.
That's an interesting plan. Okay, right.
What a dick. Am I right?
He's such a dick. I love him.
What way are you going to Bubbles?
Go through a couple of parks and, you know.
Okay.
We'll go a circuitous route while also keeping to back alleys and stuff like that. You know, kind of more isolated areas, because low key and hole in cheek and ugly and pale and all that kind of thing.
Wits plus streetwise.
Aye,
If
so
Loki is leading.
he is.
Florence is going to be keeping a beady eye out as well, because like specifically for John or Ravens.
Okay, yeah. If Florence, you are keeping an eye out, you can roll an extra dice.
Okay, was that wits plus?
No, just Loki.
Oh.
Or I mean, Florence.
Oh.
You can roll it. It's just a +1.
Are you rolling, Florence, or? I'll roll.
Oh right, yeah, that's what you were rolling. Sorry.
That's fine. I got it. There you go. It was bad.
2 successes. You do basically that. The streets are in a similar condition to the way they were the last night, and yeah, I mean, you notice late night drivers people going to and from special events. A couple of people dressed up nicely. There was clearly like a gig going on or something. But apart from that, pretty quiet. And you don't see John. You get to Bubbles. Hello, lad. It's good to see you.
Hello, dear. How are you?
Does Alex go with you?
No, Alex goes with Nate.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we've got Saffron.
All three of
This
you.
is Saffron.
Good evening, my flower. It is a pleasure to meet you, Saffron. I am Bubbles.
He's lovely. I like him.
Okay.
What?
No. May we come in, please?
Absolutely. You're not one of those kindreds that needs to ask permission before coming through the threshold, do you?
What's that got to... No, of course not.
Right.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You've seen me walk into places that is owned by people, right?
I don't follow you around.
but shit. Shops and things, yes, but they're not, homes and private residences, are they?
How are you progressing?
Florence is going to sort of like rummage through her clothes for a second and pull out a crucifix and just be like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's a naked dude on a cross.
I'm just checking,
I think it would have more effect on Nate.
I think it'd have more effect if you shoved it up his ass. Now then.
It's very vulgar.
Well,
and
that's
contemplative.
shocking.
Well, I do like to keep you on your toes.
Oh,
However-
yes.
That book you gave me,
Yeah.
it's fucking confusing, mate. Progress
Yeah.
is slow.
Okay.
But I have looked through the whole of it, and despite the fact that I cannot exactly, shall we say, understand fully the ramifications of all the symbols and text within the main body of the book, there is a piece at the very end you may find interesting.
Okay.
Penned in biro, as opposed to lead ink? I don't know.
Right.
It concerns the city and is written in English.
Oh.
It appears to be a ritual tangentially related to the things that I have experimented with. I don't think I could perform it myself. However, if you found yourself a wizard or something, you may be able to have it performed.
Okay.
It's
What does it do?
Yeah.
It appears to be a ritual to break blood bonds. And the inscriptions and required ritual involves the entire city.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, hang on now a minute. So somebody was trying to break a very powerful blood bond?
All blood bonds.
It appears that way. I don't know the extent of the power myself. I'm not familiar with it. However, if it was finished, which it does not appear to have been, from the unfinished notes that I have read, this is rather frightening, I'll be honest. However, it does bring me a little bit closer to understanding the exact nature of your first request of me, which is how we can get out of the city.
Yeah.
There may be a side effect in completing this ritual that will allow us to escape.
Oh, okay. Does that mean that possibly someone attempted this ritual and the resulting barrier was created through failure? Or do you think this is a separate instance?
There's nothing about barriers in here, son.
Okay, well, it's worth checking. Do you have more you can do with the book, or do you think you've exhausted your resources, mental facilities?
Well, that entirely depends on how much I'm getting paid, doesn't it?
Would a nice cup of tea help as well, dear?
Oh, it would always help, my love.
Ah, wonderful.
However,
Saffron, would you like a nice cup of tea, dear?
Saffron is like, yes.
Right. See if the milk's better here now.
You were saying?
Yes, material goods would be appreciated. I don't suppose you've got any more werewolf arts.
No, not on me.
Would I have regenerated my willpower from last week, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Everyone can
Good,
regenerate
'cause
their
I'm-
willpower. And
I'm going to re-roll.
oh, you
Go on.
can't.
Oh, can't I?
You
oh,
had
well, never
2
mind then.
hunger dice and your
Never
success.
mind
I mean,
then.
you could re-roll the 9, but there's a chance it wouldn't make any difference.
Would I have re-rolled my damage as well? My health?
Yeah, let's
I
see.
don't think we rested since you took it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
you should be fine. It was only superficial, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone can clear their health and willpower tracks. You should be fine.
All right, so it's an alright cup of tea.
Where did you take damage from?
I think it's because I got severely damaged the...
Oh, yeah.
and then that was left over last time.
Okay.
so.
Werewolf fire, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I did hook you up with a supplier of werewolf parts.
From what I understand, there ain't no more of that coming my way. As useful
Plus,
as
we-
it is.
Plus, we have entered a deal to profit off the exodus from the city if we manage to figure it out, which is part of this, what we are currently doing here.
You're gonna have to roll me a charisma persuasion roll.
Do you not feel like maybe it's it's manipulation? It's fine. Charisma, persuasion. I should just buy persuasion at this point. Jesus Christ. I kill him.
Yeah, I guess.
I just like do what I say. Rip.
I should open up my rule book to see what the beast has in store for you. Now, this is a rather intense moment as the gravity of the exact ritual and everything else kind of weighs down pretty heavy on you and him. However, he is pretty stalwart in what he's doing, so I think you end up this is it. You are currently feeling like no one is listening to you in the way that you deserve to be listened to. So I will send you this.
Oh no.
And that is the current feeling that the beast is pushing you towards.
Gotcha. Okay.
So there's that. And Bubbles just waits and for you to continue talking about how he's going to get paid. And
But, I mean, there is this, and I pull out the vial of blood. Still got this.
yes, that
So you
is
get-
not payment.
No, but you get it back.
He holds out his hand.
Are we done?
If you want to give it your leverage back to me, I will consider keeping the book for another day or two. Depends
What do you
on
think
we
you
find?
I mean, do you think you can find anything else out? You've had it for a little while, and you haven't, like you've done
I have
good
had
work.
this book for 2 days, Loki.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, like, you've done good work, but expected a little more.
Oh, did you now?
Now then, young man, I think you're being extremely rude to Bubbles. Bubbles has been working hard. Research isn't easy, you know. He's very busy with all his potions and things as well. I just think you're being very unkind at the moment.
No. I mean, this is a business arrangement, So
And you're trying to be manipulative, I can tell.
He's trying to swindle me.
I wouldn't put it
I
that
mean,
way. He's just being...
let's
being
not
low-key.
talk about swindling when one of us sells potions for a ridiculous price.
There is nothing ridiculous about the effects of my potions.
I can,
Nothing
yeah.
ridiculous about the effects.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Exactly.
Now, do it for cheap, yes, but never do it for free.
I never said free. I just said expensive.
Look, if you want me to continue research on finding a way out of the city, you are going to need to bring me the required items, i.e. some of this fella's blood. I don't think I even need a raven at this point. I could probably find one myself, especially
they're
relating to the information we have found in this book. So look, you need to get me a focus. Do you want me to look at the book, or would you like to give me some of this fella's blood?
We don't know. I don't know what's best at this point. I think I should take the book back.
Very well. Florence, do you have any particular opinion on this? Obviously, I value your input highly.
Well, I don't know what Loki could even do with the book now. Like, you're the knowledgeable one about this. Loki, I think you're being quite unreasonable about this.
That is a very good point.
Well, you said you required payment to work more on it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
There is no current payment I can give you.
Very well.
Therefore, I should take the book back. Which seems perfectly reasonable to me, Florence.
You can have the book back.
You can have your blood back.
He just, looks you up and down and shuffles off and comes back with a book.
Terribly confused right now.
Blood.
Book.
Thank you.
Blood.
Now shake hands and make up with each other.
As you ask. And he, thrusts out a wrinkled, very calloused hand.
Florence is just staring at you like, Loki?
Can I roll a willpower on this?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Can I roll something? Oh God, what would I roll?
Resolve willpower?
Florence, if you want to, you can do a rouse check and roll me
No, just willpower.
3 dice, I think, at this point. If you really want to.
You know, I will.
One
So it's just
success.
3 dice, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You don't go up in hunger, and you roll 3 dice. 2 successes. Loki, what was your willpower for exactly?
To fight against the...
Mumming? The mummoning.
Well, yeah, it was a mix of
Oh,
battling.
the thing I sent you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't work. However, Florence's words are significantly honeyed.
Mm.
You've never heard her talk like this, but you are inclined to do what she says.
If she compels me to make tea on another character, I'm going to be pissed. Hand out, like,
There you go, boys.
mix of grimace and like that expression kids get when their mums make them make up.
Yeah. He very happily squeezes your hand quite firmly, not like aggressively, but he's like he's a big bloke and he like squeezes your hand quite hard.
There we go. See, isn't that better, boys? There's
Much
no
more
need to fall
amicable.
out over silly
Thank you,
things like a
Florence. You're
book. It was
perfect.
your
You're a
idea.
calming
Don't worry about
presence.
it. Oh, well, thank you.
Terrible at any kind of negotiation.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing.
Try the words terrible come out of your mouth.
It's a terrible shame that we had a slight argument about money.
Yes, it is. Yes, bloody stupid. And it's bloody awful stuff, and I wish it didn't exist. Barter systems are much better.
Well, I'm so glad I helped you get money on multiple occasions.
It wasn't for me, was it? It was for somebody else.
Yes, but it does make me feel better that you don't care about my help. Anyway,
I care about your help because you're helping somebody I get and helping somebody. So
Yeah.
it's good. I care about it.
and of course, we all know helping somebody is its own reward.
Yes,
So-
it is.
Bubbles, as always, it is a magnificent pleasure to come and visit you. I'm sure if we find ourselves in a wealth of rare parts from mysterious creatures that are trying to kill us, we will come and deliver them onto you. However,
Unless
for now,
you get killed, that is. Yes, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you.
Side note, would you have any idea who's kicking the shit out of people around the city at the moment?
No, but I have heard of it.
We're trying to figure out what's happening there.
Hmm.
Also, again, sidebar, apologies. Do you have any idea of raven men flying about, walking about?
Raven people.
Yeah.
There was a picture of a raven in the book. I could look into it if you want to give it back.
Was it a raven person or was it just a raven?
It was a badly drawn raven.
Okay.
Wait, which page? Let's have a look.
He like flicks through a few pages and he points. It's just
I mean, you can't read this, Florence. I don't know why you're looking.
Because I can make out pictures, though.
Okay, cool. It's a picture of a raven.
It is a very, that kind of iron gall ink, like sketched with a quill, with one of those, a kind of reddy brown smear on the page. It's a pretty good raven. It's big and its legs are long though.
Got very long legs. I think it's worth looking into.
But if we're going to meet John, we kind of need the book.
Wait, why?
It's his book.
And you would require payment.
Oh, that's true. Yes, dear.
Please, Florence, with your wealth of money, feel free to pay Bubbles.
None of your lip, young man. You're on my bad side tonight. I don't know what's up with you tonight. You're terribly sarcastic and facetious.
I do apologize. It must be the stress of the day.
You know I can tell when I'm being patronized, don't you?
Really? Because I'd say it's about 50-50.
Look, I've had a very bad day. And I'd very much like it if you'd stop, because I would very much like things to be nice for a little while. I would
Sure.
just
Yeah. No,
Nice day. I would very much like to have a nice evening. It's really all I want right now. Is a nice cup of tea and a sit down. Maybe some knitting. That would be nice.
Bubbles offers you a box of tea as you leave Florence.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so very
You're
much.
very
That's
welcome, Flower. I will
Florence
catch
might
you.
reach up and give him a little peck on the cheek.
He acts like all shy and just like, oh, you do flatter me. Thank you very much.
nice, dear.
I'm very much looking forward to the next time we meet. So
Oh.
until then,
Ditto, yes. Same dear. Yes.
business of the evening.
Oh, have a lovely evening, dear.
Been a widow for like 6 hours. Already got a toy boy. Should we go, Saffron?
Do you actually say that in the earshot of Florence?
I mumble that.
Yeah.
Do I hear that?
Saffron...
Do I hear that?
Ooh, no, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
That would have opened full-scale PvP, I think.
Oh well. It's not the first time your character's been shot.
Yeah.
Florence just kicks John down the fucking stairs.
Low key. God isn't here.
John, sorry, Loki. Beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd still have a beard, weirdly enough.
You leave Bubbles' place. He waves goodbye. Saffron's like, "The fuck just happened?" And
Yeah. Weird.
you get on with the rest of your night. Nate,
Well,
you
wait, very
and
quickly.
Alex.
But, okay.
Oh, sorry. Was there something you wanted to do?
Just very quickly, I wanted to say to Saffron, like, can you walk around for a bit and try and, like, allure John to us?
Allure.
Yeah, you know, like flounce, maybe. A little bit of skipping, smelling flowers. I don't know what attracts people like John, so...
Flaunting and really?
I could shoot you. I'm sure that would get him coming.
If you want to try it.
I really don't think it's necessary. No, it's fine. I'm just going to stand in between
I
John.
think that's the moment
between
just
Loki
to
and-
jump over to Nate.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. Nate, where do you go and where do you take Alex?
Okay, so I think we would probably stop by. Well, he would text Ferris and ask Ferris if they could stop by his tailor area.
Yeah, he gives you the address.
Cool. They would take an Uber, himself and Alex there.
Mhm.
And he will ask the lady to like freshen up his clothes and to give Alex like a whatever she can.
Yeah, what clothes do you get for you and Alex?
Something that like makes them look good. It's like not fashion, like very fancy, but like just enough that makes them look professional and like that they mean business, you know. Because Alex is probably wearing like old crap as well.
Okay, sure.
Just enough to make them, you know.
The seamstress asks whether it's going on Mr. Vaudeville's tab.
I will say yes.
Okay.
Okay, and while that's happening, I think Nate will just double check with Loki that that's the plan is a good idea. Like, is there anything? Maybe he'll text and be like, "Hey, do you have any idea of how to approach this? You know him better than I do." Dash Nate.
I believe you'd have to text Florence because you don't have a number for
Oh
her.
yeah, he texted me over like Florence then.
But yeah, I'll just snatch the phone off Florence.
Do you mind, young man?
And I'll reply, carefully, respectfully, politely. Don't be a wise ass. Otherwise you'll die.
Sweet. So he'll probably reply. He'll probably put the phone back in his pocket. Maybe do like if Alex gets dressed, he'll probably like maybe do like a sharp like whistle and be like, you look good, man.
Thanks. Makes a difference from clothes with gunshot holes in them.
Then again, as I said, good-looking people don't even need clothes to look good. We should.
Are you trying to charm him in
Yeah.
a particular way?
Yeah, we'll say Nate's just trying to charm him. Make him
Okay.
feel good about himself, make him feel like at ease. Make him want to trust Nate, but also maybe do things with Nate.
Charisma persuasion
Ooh.
plus your dice for attractiveness,
Oh yes.
which I believe is 1 or 2.
What is that?
You have stunning, which is 3 points, so that gets you 2 dice, which is
Perfect.
not making sense, but there you go. Gets you 2 dice on top of your charisma persuasion.
There we go.
Oh, you rolled it. 3. Didn't make a sound for some reason. 3. Yeah, he seems to relax around you. He's like getting used to the fact that there's people around again. He seems to like stutter with like small talk sort of stuff. He doesn't, but he eases into it and becomes more comfortable around you. Cool.
Okay. I think Nate will like put a hand on his like shoulder and be like, it's okay. You're not alone. We got this, okay? Just follow my lead. Just act strong. You can be my backup, we'll say.
I will try.
Okay. Okay, Nate will have like a few like sharp breaths, and he'll be like, okay, let's go. Do you want me to lead you, or do you know the way?
To where?
Where are they going? To Nosferatu base?
The Nosferatu base, which you've been to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Nate will definitely go then.
Yeah, it's the
Can they go,
sandstone
do they have to go
cliffs.
through the sewers, or can they Uber there?
You can get there. The entrance is above ground. It is kind of
Okay, yeah, they go to the public
it's in
ground
a city
entrance.
center location.
Yeah, they'll keep looking good to like do that.
Okay. You where exactly do you go? Do you go to the place you've seen before at the
Yeah.
sandstone cliff base of the Elysium Castle in city center?
Yeah, if that's the most recognizable that Nate remembers, I think he would go there.
Okay. You arrive. There is no wait. There is no entrance where there used to be one. It's just flat sandstone.
Oh. Is there anything like weird about like anything like that Nate would see like you to like pull or like anything that like gives way? Like is it just flat? Like if he was feeling it, would anything come up?
You can make a wits awareness roll to like go over the area,
Okay.
or a wits investigation.
We'll do wits awareness or wits investigation.
Wits awareness.
Okay.
Wits awareness 3. Okay. There doesn't appear to be any difference. You're like fairly certain that this is exactly where you were when you entered. Give me 1 second. I think with 3 successes, you do notice that you are being watched by a silhouette of a person.
Okay. Right. I guess. Maybe Nate will talk a little bit too loud and be like, they're supposed to meet us here. We could try the other entrance, I suppose, but this was where I came in last time.
Okay.
Because he's not sure if the person is actually from inside or not.
Yeah. Yeah. You do that, and after a little bit of waiting, let's see. Okay. Essentially out of nowhere, Polo Neck Lady comes up from behind you, grabs you like there under the arm, and beckons to Alex and is like, "We're walking. Let's go."
Yeah, Nate will just go. No resistance.
And she takes you like basically down an empty main street at this time of night. She takes you on a walk that is kind of out of the way, and very casual looking. And she lets go of your arm once you get like out of the bit of foliage that's around the base of this cliff.
Okay. Has Nate taken the potion yet? Would it stay in effect, or would he have to take it closer to the time?
You haven't taken the potion yet, and it only lasts one scene. So you're not sure if you're going to be able to actually meet a Nosferatu tonight.
Okay, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't take it then if it's not risking it. Okay, so he would. I guess once. Is she stop walking or is she still walking?
No, she continues walking, and says in like casual body language, but low tones, like, "What on earth are you doing here?"
I have a meeting with. But I wanted to set up a meeting. What was the guy's name?
Mr. Gates?
Yes. I want to set a meeting up with Mr. Gates. My friend was here before. We're looking to talk.
What about?
A boon.
Well, I will let him know, and then you will be notified when and where he will be meeting you.
Okay. Just make sure that he knows that time is of the essence. Okay?
I will be sure to inform him of that.
Okay. How will you contact me?
We already know your phone number.
Oh. Look forward to hearing from you then. I think he would maybe even like link arms with Alex and just like be like, I guess we'll be seeing you.
If you can help it, probably not.
Right, you go.
Good
I
night.
think they'll like swiftly like just take a different alley if that's like
Yeah. Very
she's gonna-
casual looking.
Yeah. And as soon as they're like apart, then he'll like let go of Alex's
With
arm.
streetwise. Just see how smooth this is.
Watch it be like a bestial failure or something. Oh.
One success. You don't fail. That's for sure. But as you are walking, you do notice that she is like very clearly avoiding anywhere that is kind of on a road pointed towards the place where you came from. It seems pretty perpendicular to the directions. But yeah, you peel off and you notice that she's basically gone as soon as you look away.
Okay. Do I notice anyone following us? Like, was she the figure that was watching us from before?
Another wits awareness.
Okay. Did that roll?
I didn't. No.
Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go.
3 successes. Oh.
I just did 2.
Yeah,
So-
it did too. I guess there was like lag. I'm gonna be. Okay, no, you know what?
Whichever one.
You know what? It's your choice. You can learn more things and have a messy critical, or you can learn the answer to your question only and not have a messy critical.
Let's do the messy critical.
So I think you you at this point start acting as you would normally. Your beast kicks in and calls on the worst parts of you. You push Alex against a wall. You bare your teeth, and you whisper to him, "Stay here." And all the way through, you can feel that this isn't your doing. You look around, like your head flits from side to side, your eyes scan the entire area, and you are 100% sure that you actually see Polo Neck in the distance walking away, turning a corner, and there are no more silhouettes, and you're fairly certain that she was the one looking at you as you were, standing outside the Nos domain. You also notice a van
Ooh.
pull away and drive back down the hill in the direction that you were coming. And it's a fairly unassuming grey van with like a painter and decorators logo on it. But it's got a very big aerial running along the top that you just see flash in the moonlight.
Ooh. Okay.
Just like a thin wire stretched across one side of the top of the van.
Okay. And it's going back towards where we entered before, right?
It's going back to where you first went, didn't find the entrance.
Okay. I guess. Oh, the urge to find out information. I think. Okay, I would flip out my phone real quick while still like keeping Alex like silent. I would text Florence and be like, entrance, under watch. Will I investigate? Why or no? And ask Loki. Dashney.
Will I investigate? Well, I don't know. Will you?
What are you doing?
Loki.
Yeah.
Your mic's crackling.
I will fix it.
You clear your throat a second, Loki. Okay, so Nate has texted me and said that entrance under surveillance. Will I investigate?
No.
What do you mean, should I investigate? I don't know. No?
No,
You don't think
Nate.
you should go and investigate?
Nate? No, you should investigate.
Oh, yes, that's a good point, actually. It's about as subtle as a brick to the back of the head.
Yeah, wrapped in firecrackers.
Whilst tap dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During a rainstorm in a tin town, which is currently being bombed.
All right, settle down, and no need to get carried away.
Yeah, I apologize.
Right, okay. No, don't investigate. I'll come and have a look instead.
Okay.
Where are you? Entrance to what, anyway?
I think Nate will just like text back and be like, "Did you ask Loki?" Can't say where I am.
Loki.
He knows where I am.
Apparently you know where he is, Loki.
Nos Caves.
Oh, right. Do I know where those are? I know where those are.
Yep,
Right.
you've been there.
Right.
You've
On
been
my
in there.
way. Do you want to come too?
I'd prefer not to see Mr. Gates currently.
Well, no, you wouldn't have to see Mr. Gates. I'm just going to sort of sneak along.
I mean, the closer you get to those caves, the more likely you are to just see Mr. Gates.
I've not got some sort of complex about it. He's only one person, you know. It's not that scary. Settle down now, dear.
You've met him, right?
Yes.
When he randomly appears in your supposedly completely safe home repeatedly, then tell me he's not scary.
Well, I don't have any completely safe homes. I've never had a completely safe home.
Really missing the point of my...
Probably. Anyway, come on, let's go. Well, look, if you can appear in a completely safe home, then, you know...
It's not a completely safe home anymore. Yeah, no, it's fucking terrifying.
Well, in that case, you're as likely to bump into him there as you are anywhere.
Yeah.
So, come on.
I don't sleep as much anymore.
What's the worst that could possibly happen?
It's that he could slit our throats before we even notice that he's there.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on, let's just go and help out Nate.
Wait, why am I going?
Because I said so. Come on.
We're supposed to be finding John.
Come on, let's go. Come on.
I am entirely not happy about this.
Saffron, you should come too.
I mean, I guess we don't have no idea where John could be, so...
Exactly,
Really?
right? 2 birds, 1 stone. Possibly.
Although it would be the height of stupidity to bring someone who is aligned to the Anarchs anywhere near the Nosferatu.
That's a good point. All
Especially someone who I assume has been...
right. Fine, you stay and look after Saffron. I'll go and help out Nate.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, cool.
Right, okay.
And Florence will scurry off.
Although putting Saffron in mortal danger by taking her to the Nosferatu could draw John out. I say that to myself, like while I'm standing right next to Saffron as well. I say that to myself in kind of like a figuring out all the angles kind of way, but not loud enough for Florence to hear.
Oh yeah, Florence is like gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you tell Nate that you're coming?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he'll like Google Map a cafe that's nearby and tell you that location instead. To me.
Okay. Yeah. So Florence and Nate, you can meet up. Loki, what are you doing while they're away?
We're gonna be looking for John.
You're going to be out on the streets looking for John.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a quick wits streetwise.
Alrighty. Maybe I'll do better than last time, which was terrible. I guess it's better. Technically.
Okay. You spend some time. Do you walk alongside Saffron? Exactly how do you do this?
I will tell her to flounce around like a distressed princess and hide while watching.
Okay. She looks at you and then thinks a little bit, and then she's like, yeah, okay, fine. And that happened. You do this for like maybe 2 hours.
Hours, probably.
Hours. And like she ends up in a park, just like sitting on a bench, exhausted, like with a burger from a van.
I'm like in a bush nearby, and I'm like, can you like sigh dramatically and whip your hair back?
Look, if this is for some kind of sick fetish, I'm not interested.
No. This is literally entirely ways I'm trying to desperately think we could get John to come out. Because I've run dry at this point.
Okay, well, yeah, me too.
Okay, cool.
He turns up sometimes. There's no
Awesome.
pattern.
Yeah, brilliant. No, I'd love sitting in this bush.
Cool. Shut up.
You enjoy that burger and bench? They look great.
It's better than tea at yours. Right, anyway. Shh. Yeah, Florence and Nate. Loki, basically for as long as you want to do this, that is what will happen.
Yep.
Florence and Nate. You meet
So
up.
Florence will just sort of appear behind Nate in the cafes.
Hello, dear.
Jesus!
What?
Oh my! Next time, text in advance. You. How are you, Florence?
Well, I'm right here. Why would I text when I'm right here? I'm fine, thank you, dear. Yes. So you were saying something about the place being watched.
Yeah, yes. Sit down. I got you a cup of tea. Sit down.
Oh, lovely. Oh, so you got 2 sugars.
I don't know. Here. It just slowly pushed the sugars toward. I don't know what they added.
Right, Florence is just like cleaning out the entire little bowl of sugars, sort of like sticks. And
Yeah, the little sugar packets.
yeah.
While she was doing that, he would like go into that about like the van, describe it, his feelings, like the whole like feeling a beast. How like that wasn't like he didn't really feel totally himself, and that's why he's sure that this is like something to be taken like serious. He'll make sure that Alex is like maybe looking to see if anyone's like listening in or whatever. So like they were definitely there, and like they did not want anyone to know there was an entrance there. So there's something going on.
Wait, so is this the Nosferatu caves they were going into?
They were definitely looking at it anyway.
But do you think they were Nosferatu?
I don't know what they were. Judging from our experience with the Inquisition, I
Oh,
never know.
right. Okay. Well, I'll have a little. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll keep an eye out then, shall I?
And Florence will just sort of like get up and quietly shuffle off and find like an alleyway or something where she's got a good view of like sort of the street and sort of like the entrance and things. And then she'll sort of settle herself down among some bins and just obfuscate. Just fade gently out of view. One with the garbage.
You are going to need to do a... I guess you don't have to do a roll for your obfuscate if you're not moving. So just do me a wits awareness. How long are you doing this for?
As long as I need to, really. I mean, you know, she's got all night. And
Okay.
technically the day as well, because she's day drinker, so she's going to cut it as close to morning as she can, probably.
Okay.
Right, so...
Yeah, wits awareness.
Wits. Come on.
I will read some rules.
I'm going to re-roll that. How many can I re-roll? 3?
3.
3,
Mhm.
okay. 3 successes.
3 successes. You spend a significant amount of time. Nate, basically, Florence doesn't come back after she says, okay, dear. She doesn't come back.
She wanders down the road, you hear like bin bags being shuffled around and then nothing.
Okay, I think Nate and Alex will move into the alleyway. Just kind of wait, just an alleyway near the cafe, just to keep an eye out.
You try Florence, she's just like, oh,
maybe just not too far out, just a little bit dark. Not as if they're like, you look down the alleyway and there's 2 men just like standing there. They're like trying to be as like normal, as casual as possible. And then I guess like Nate will just offer his wrist and like, so do you need this blood, or does that not do it for you?
To Alex.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at rules.
Are you just going for the casual blood bond?
Yeah, he's just gonna offer his wrist and like, do you want blood, or you okay?
If you're offering,
Yeah.
that would be really helpful, actually. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime. Just got your back.
Thank you. How many points of hunger are you willing to spend on this?
2.
Um,
Only because I'm on 1 at the moment, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think, don't worry about it. He only takes 1 point of hunger. What
okay.
is your current discipline you have from things?
Dominate, I have celerity is wrote in here, but I don't know. I think that's the last one I have.
Oh, you know what? I think for some reason you wrote presence in the merits and flaws section. I remember seeing that and going, I should tell him.
So that should be in my.
That should be in your disciplines thing.
Instead
you have
of
presence
celerity, right?
1.
Yeah, because I remember I got rid of celerity. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So I have 1 point. That's because I fed on someone, wasn't it?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 1 point hungrier. He seems pretty happy about getting fed for free. And
When it comes to Alex, Nate'll do the Lord's work.
okay, perfect.
I guess while they're there, Nate will probably just go on his phone, trying to find more about Renala while Florence is doing her thing.
Yeah. You go online, you check your Discord, there's like chatter that from the one that you invited over, like, oh, he's okay, and then everyone's like, oh my god, you actually met him, sort of thing. Florence, you need to do me a wits plus obfuscate roll.
Wits plus obfuscate.
Mhm.
Obfuscate, wits. Oh, wait, no, don't modify. No, done. Doop. Can I re-roll that?
You have 3 you can re-roll.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that. I really don't want to roll one of my wits obfuscate right now. Okay, that's
3
better.
successes.
Mhm.
Okay. So, your time you dedicated to this and looking, what you see is it gets like basically to sunrise. And as it gets to sunrise, right next to the cliff, 2 things happen almost simultaneously. The door appears seemingly out of nowhere. And then shortly after, Mr. Gates appears next to it. He looks directly at you.
I give him a little wave.
He gives it one of those like and comes over to you.
Hello, dear.
You hear the clinking as he approaches and the thud of his feet. Good evening, Florence.
Good evening.
Pray tell, why is it Bubbles? Bubbles appears. No.
Oh, that would have been lovely.
What are
Spawns
you
in
doing
the sand.
here?
Oh, well,
That's Gates.
see, yes, one of my companions said that he thought he saw suspicious characters watching the entrance. So I was keeping an eye out.
And you didn't think that the Nosferatu would have their own entrances watched for intruders?
Well, I just wanted to make sure.
Well, that's very kind of you, Florence. And it looks like he remembers something and leans in close, like, I saw your daughter.
Oh,
Make me a roll of 5 dice.
okay.
3 successes. Okay. I hope you keep her safer than some others have been in the city.
I'm doing the best I can with what I have.
Thank you for your concern about our entrances. However, I have it covered.
All right, then.
Good night, Florence.
Good night, Mr. Gates.
That's not my name, just so
Isn't
you
it?
know.
Oh, all right. Sorry. So, yes. What is your name, then?
Gatekeeper.
Oh, I see. Why is he calling Mr. Gates, then? Funny young man.
Please, go home. Do not burn in the sun.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I'll be fine.
Good. I will see you soon, Florence.
All right, then, dear. I'll put the kettle on ready.
And he just turns around and stomps off, and the clinking of chains slowly gets quieter.
Where does he get those chains from? I don't understand where he keeps the chains. It's very odd.
It is elucidated when you think about that it's probably not chains. It is probably keys.
Ah.
Yeah, do you stay?
If the large, scary Nosferatu is like, we're fine, then I'm going to be like,
Fair enough. I'm not going to argue with somebody who knows who my bloody daughter is.
so yeah, Florence will be like,
Oh, well, I tried. Just give it the old college try. That'll do. Right.
I'm just going to text Nate with,
What till dawn? Mr. Gates came and told me they didn't need any. Also, his name isn't Mr. Gates, it's the gatekeeper. And yes, going now.
Okay.
Not scary at all.
Florence is quite scared of him, but he's also threatening her daughter, so the anger is like taking the edge off the fear.
Mm-hmm.
I think Nadal just takes back and is like, wait, he was there? What, did he say something to you? What does he want?
He said they're fine and they don't need any help looking after the gates and things. And yes.
Did you say anything about the meeting? Did you arrange
What
anything? Florence. Okay. Where will I meet you?
Down the sewers. Meet me outside. Yes, meet me outside Loki's place.
Okay. See you then. And I think him and Alex will hit a charity clothes bin first.
Mm-hmm.
Pop their nice clothes into bags before heading down to the sewers.
Okay, good idea. I believe at this point, everyone converges at Loki's place. Yes?
Yes.
I would
If
like
I
you.
did find John, yeah.
I would like you all to do your rouse checks for waking up the next night.
But I don't want to. Oh, could I have done a hunt? Maybe not if I wanted to find John.
It depends
roll
on
your-
you and how long you wanted to mess around with saffron and flouncing.
I do really want to find John, but I also am very aware that I'm starting to starve. Well, not starve, but starting to get extremely hungry.
Nate's wrists are always welcoming.
Not really my. I think unless maneuvered extremely well, Loki has never taken blood from another vampire. I'm gonna hunt. Get
Okay,
some-
yeah, sure. How are you going to hunt?
Stick up in an alleyway.
Okay, that would be probably manipulation plus firearms.
Okay. I'm as long as it's that's composure.
3 successes. I think you get a person probably staggering home from a night out with a kebab in their hand. Like, the
it's
kebab
gonna
is
be all greasy.
the kebab is all over the floor when you pull the gun. And what hunger are you on?
4.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why I was really hoping that it wasn't like, but still.
okay.
I leave Saffron in the park, and I'm
Mhm.
like, I just have to go do something. The bush says I just have to go do something. And then
Ooh, make me a willpower roll.
yeah, okay. I can't reroll willpower, so I won't.
You can't reroll willpower. I think okay. You are going to have to do a strength brawl roll to help me decide something.
You dick. Okay.
Oh, it goes badly. It goes messily. This scene is dangerous and noisy. But at this point, there is no one around. You picked your target carefully. However, this person is drained dry. You take a stain and you go down to hunger 0. Make me a intelligence investigation roll.
Oh no.
Loki's done a murder.
One
I
success.
will re-roll that because just
We're rolling like shit tonight,
just
aren't we?
because I'm Come
2
on,
successes.
man.
Okay. How would you like to clear this up?
Fuck. Yeah, that's good.
Would you like to clear this up? It
Yes.
was relatively noisy.
No, yeah, I would. You know what? It's getting late, and it was noisy. This is not the time to deal with it. I will drag them into the sewers.
Okay. Wits streetwise.
Aye, aye. At least it's not wits, like strength streetwise or. There you go.
4 successes. That's more like it, Loki. You successfully avoid contact with people and drag them a little way into the sewer. The majority of the mess, which is the body, is now gone.
I'd just like to cover them a little bit as well with garbage.
Garbage. Yep, sure. That happens. And you drag them into the sewers. Are you taking them all the way with you into the sewers?
I'm taking them a little way into this position, trying to remember where it is, and then covering them a little bit so that just in case someone wanders past it, they may not see it.
Okay.
And I'll deal with it tomorrow.
Sweet. Sure. Let's say that happens. And Loki.
Yeah.
You're almost back through your traps to your domain, your haven, I guess, not domain. It dawns on you. The attack you just did sounds significantly like the descriptions of the attacks on people that you got from your homeless network.
Well, it's not me.
It could be you.
I mean, it could be me.
You don't
But
know it's not you.
I could be getting mind controlled and then memory wiped to go and murder people.
That is a possibility.
That's like, it sounds almost like a certainty, to be honest. I should be careful about who can get into my places.
Mm-hmm.
And I should look anyone in the eye.
Oh, yeah. Avoid eye
should-
contact at all possible circumstances. That
I'm gonna
is
have to change my traps.
Mm-hmm.
I should maybe blow up a couple of my safe houses just to be careful. Like set fires. Okay. No, it's fine. Yeah. No, it's.
Loki arrives. Florence, Nate. At
Hello.
like a designated meeting point, and he leads you through the traps, along with Alex and along with Saffron.
I'd like to just have one more go at sort of like cementing the thing in my head.
Yeah, sure. Go on.
The traps are changing now. Loki's hit peak paranoia.
Yeah, Loki, you dragged a person into the sewers. Did you go get Saffron?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I mean, if you have a test for me to do, I'm perfectly happy to do it and forget Saffron.
No, there is. Never mind. Okay, yeah, Florence. What was the role I made you do last time? Like intelligence resolve, I think.
I think
Yeah,
so.
do that.
At least if she knows how to do them, if you change them, she'll know what to expect.
I
Traps
feel like
kinda-
it should be intelligence larceny, but
Oh, there we go.
This
One
is
success.
from remembering stuff. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily remembering the traps. It's the route through them. In my perspective.
True.
One extra success on top.
Yay!
So it's
Florence is just like happily hopping from bit to bit on the thing.
The skirt's hiked up. She's just like,
I mean, are you
Little baby legs and big boots.
are you still following low key and like?
She's probably getting a little bit cocky.
Can I see if I notice that she's?
sure. Wits insight.
Okay.
you'll come home one day and she'll just be inside with a cup of tea. Welcome home, dear.
Totally.
Florence, is 4 successes enough?
Probably, yeah.
She's the one. if she knows how to get through my traps, she's been persuading me to do things I don't want to do.
Ooh, that's-
She's coming in while I'm asleep because she can walk during the day. She said that. So she's mind controlling me at night when I'm like during the day when I'm sleeping and sending me out to murder for her.
That's probably it.
That's it. So I've got to change the traps and possibly kill Florence.
Maybe. That's a
I mean, I got a
distinct
potion
possibility.
for that.
I mean, good luck, but it's possible.
It's like, I mean, I've got to come up with like 5 or 6 backup plans.
Oh, yeah.
But-
That'd be great. Florence is Svengali.
It all comes together, basically. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. So much
It is
sense.
me all along. Pull off the mask and it's like Mr. Gates. Ah, I wouldn't have got away. Pesky Gates.
Well, welcome to my place again. It's lovely to have you here again. I seem to always bring you to my safest place again.
Yes, it's very nice of you, dear. Would you like a cup of tea?
You know what? I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Florence.
Anybody else? Cup of tea?
It's very considerate of you.
Saffron, cup of tea, dear?
Yes, please.
You know what? Actually, I'll make the tea.
Oh,
That's
milk.
fine. No. You all sit down and don't walk around my place.
I got
I'll
some, here. I got some milk from the cafe. She just pulls out like a jug of milk stashed in a coat.
Okay. I make the tea.
Dexterity.
My eye is twitching slightly and my hands shake a little bit.
-1 to your dexterity.
Oh no! I already rolled.
Don't worry about it. 3 successes is still decent tea despite the shakes. Some of it spills. I think that's what happens.
Careful. Ooh, there we go. Lovely. Ooh, that's a good cup of tea. Yes, you can tell the milk isn't on the turn this time. Don't mind chewy tea, but it's not the best.
How did everyone's jobs?
Oh, I saw Mr. Gates.
Good. Paranoia rising.
Yes, see, Nate. Tell him what you told me about.
Yeah, he wouldn't meet up with me. They said they'd contact me, which is strange because he met up with Florence. But anyway,
Well,
there was these people. I don't know who they were or what they were, but they were definitely watching, and they know they're being watched.
Oh, they definitely know they're being watched because Mr. Gates came out and told me to. Well, essentially, he told me they were fine and to bugger off.
That does sound like Mr. Gates.
Did you know his name isn't actually Mr. Gates? It's Gatekeeper.
Yeah, but how weird do you think you'd sound talking about Gatekeeper? It sounds like you're in a Ghostbusters film.
What now?
Never mind. Doesn't know Ghostbusters. Suspicious.
Never had a fucking telly.
That's sad.
There's a remarkable shortage of tellies under the bridge. Yes.
Okay. Is there any specific conversations people would like to have?
You're a witch! You've been mind controlling me, haven't you? Haven't you?
Are you actually going to say that?
No,
That would be so good.
I want to, because that would be an interesting conversation, but no. Loki's a bit too paranoid to just come out with it.
She might kill me if I say anything.
Okay. Yeah, so another rouse check for the night.
And knowing my luck, I won't pull a Delphron and succeed for ages with my lovely no hunger. I hate you, Delphron. I hate you, Delphron. So why do you get like 5 episodes? You kill someone and get 5 episodes. I kill someone, I'm fucked within 5 minutes. This is bullshit. You're a witch. You're controlling my mind.
I'm just sucking the blood right out of your body with my mind.
Oh dear. Okay. Cool. It is a new night. Is there any research or anything people want to do? I know Loki wanted to go to meet your homeless contacts.
I think before
But can be trusted.
I think going outside right now is not high on Loki's priorities. He is going to research that book poorly because he doesn't understand it.
Yep.
And that's his excuse for not leaving, because he's like, I have to understand the book. Maybe there's mind control stuff in here. Maybe I can put a block in my head.
Florence is actually there going,
Would you like a hand, dear?
No.
You sure?
No, you should help Nate with the Nosferatu. Because
I actually want to go back to the forest.
why?
Why? That's a terrible idea.
I've been looking into a lot of stuff about that henge area, and it shouldn't exist.
Well, it does.
Exactly, and I want to find out if there's anything left there. If that
I feel like every time we go back to this whole henge conversation, I have to bring up the murderous spirits that were hanging around there that tried to kill us.
Exactly, and I want to see if they're still there.
Okay, well, good luck with that. Call me if you don't die.
I'd rather stay here. And
Okay, Alex has got my back anyway.
Oh, right, that's fine. Yeah, you two boys run along and have fun.
Plus, I'm kind of sitting duck basically until the gatekeeper contacts me.
I'm sure he'll turn up here at some point when I'm least expecting it. You'll hear chains, and then it'll be like...
It's keys, actually, not chains.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
It's
I'll hear
gatekeeper.
keys.
How do you know it's keys?
Because they sounded like keys. Chains clink differently. more the jingle jingle of keys. It's like a prison warder or something.
Have you been to prison?
Not really. I've been through a prison, but they didn't see me.
Did you have a dungeon at home?
I mean, Papa did have the cellar, but it was the wine cellar, really. And I don't, I don't think we.
And this was in the castle in the 1600s?
No?
If Nate is drinking tea, you can just hear it at the 1600.
I wasn't born in the 1600s, young man.
Yes, you're very cagey about when exactly you were born.
It was a long time ago. I remember the Blitz. Let's just put it like that.
Well, I mean, even if you weren't what we are, you'd still remember the Blitz at your age.
Exactly, yes. I wasn't turned that long ago, in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme, you know what? This is getting me nowhere. Okay, so Florence, you can go and.
Well, no, because I want to stay and study the book with you because it's quite
No,
interesting.
because I have things to do.
Yeah, so do I, and I want to look at the book.
tidy, I have to make things right. I have to organize things.
I can help.
No, because I have, I have things that people aren't allowed to see that
Well,
I need
look
to.
then.
So tempted to set the self-destruct and run.
Honestly, I think I could just do a day of putting my feet up and doing bugger all. It's been a long
Right.
week.
You have a flat. You can
Yeah.
go there. I gave it to you. Well, I let you borrow it. You
Yes,
can
but people
go
know
there.
where it is now. I feel safer down here.
Everyone knows where this is. There is literally everyone I
Just
meet
let
now
me have
knows
half
where
an
this.
hour.
Everyone knows about my secret hide. This is my secret hideout, and everyone knows about it. And I've brought you through like 6 or 7 times each, and you've probably written a map of my traps and how to get.
I remembered it. In all
You've
honesty,
remembered it. You've
I do.
remembered
I remember how to get through.
Okay, you're leaving. I'm not even doing the book today. I'm changing my traps around. All the traps are changing. None of you are going to be able to get through without dying. This is a necessity. Maybe it'll kill Gates. That would be lovely.
What's going on right now? What is this?
I'm having a day. All right. This is a low key
I
day.
tell you what. All right. Do all that. Let me have just half an hour with the book. I just want to have a look through it because the sketch was quite interesting. Promise I won't go anywhere with it. I'll stay right here with it if you want.
Do you promise not to look up special spells to do things to people?
I mean, why would I?
It's a good question. Why would you?
I'm not a wizard or a witch or anything. Look, I do rats. Okay, I do rats. I don't do hocus pocus.
You control rats' minds. They do what you tell them.
No, it's training, dear.
Or mind control of rats, and you've been working your way up to people.
What?
Yeah, I know your games.
Yeah, Nate, what do you think of this?
Right. Make me a cup of tea.
No.
Right, see, it's fine. I would like a cup of tea, though. Would you like a cup of tea?
Wait, you can do that, Florence?
What? Make cups of tea? Yes, I'm very good at it.
No, I've seen you do that before to someone.
What?
To John, I've seen you do that before.
I asked him nicely, and he made me see.
Control people's minds. I knew it.
I don't control people's minds. I just asked him, and he did it. There's no harm in asking, is there?
That's what controlling. That's how you control people's minds. You ask them to do something, and they do it.
But how do you know when people are just being nice and when you're controlling them? How can you tell the difference?
Because people are never nice. That's how.
I think Nate will just walk up to Alex, look him in the eyes, and just say, "Dance for me," and I'll try and dominate him.
Okay. You are going to have to roll.
Okay.
He is going to have to roll. Do I have his stats?
Manipulation plus dominate.
Manipulation plus dominate, yeah.
Cool beans.
He is...
Damn. Can I reroll that?
If you
You can
really
reroll.
want to, I would recommend not.
Too late. Oh, no.
He looks at you and goes, no, thanks. Maybe
See?
later.
People are never nice.
Hang on, I wonder if I could do it. Ooh, dance for me.
Wait, who did you do that to?
I do it to Nate.
Okay, good, because Loki was about to pull his gun.
Nate will dance. He'll do a little jig.
Now, did you do that?
Handle gun. Handle gun.
Did you do that because you wanted to, or did you do that because I compelled you to with my mind powers?
Do what? Nate will just look at Loki. Gotcha. Nah, she didn't.
Click
do
round
nothing.
the ear. It's just like,
Stop it! You're just making things worse, you little scallywag.
What I know is, for me, it only works every now and again.
I don't even want to dominate people's minds. This is stupid. Why can't people just do what they want to do? Anyway, I'm going to sit over here, have a look through the book. You'll just sort your whatever it is out and get everything ready. And then when you've got all your bits and bobs ready, I'll leave and you can reset your traps. How about that, dear?
Okay.
Promise I won't
But-
look.
Okay. This is gonna take me a long time
Mm.
because every 20 seconds or so, I'm going to be desperately searching around for Florence hidden to make sure that she's not watching. I'm probably skipping back through traps I've reset and peering around the corner is she there?
Does
That's not
Florence
from keep
move?
an eye on her.
Florence does not, no.
Florence is just like, look, he's obviously very skittish right now. I'm just going to go. Florence is going to. Do you want to take the book back to the flat with me? Or do you want
Yes.
me to stay here with it?
No, stay here with it.
All right, fine. I'll stay here with it. Yes.
I'm gonna keep my eye where you can see you.
Do you want me to stay in the flat while you reset the traps, or outside the flat while you?
Inside the.
Okay, right. Okay, I'll stay inside and I'll read the book, and you can
Yeah.
just yes. I tell you what.
Florence is going to find a little bell and just attach it to herself.
Ding ling ling ling. Does that make you feel better, dear?
Just jingle it every 10 seconds.
All right, all right. I tell you what. I'll put it on my finger. Then when I'm turning the pages, it'll jingle.
As long as you read quick enough to turn
Oh
pages.
yes, I'm a very fast reader, dear. Don't I? Jingle,
Good. You're gonna stay where I can see you.
jingle.
You walk away to go and do your traps, and you hear the jingling. For a second, you thought it was Mr. Gates.
Maybe they're the same person. Have I ever seen them together before?
Yes.
No,
Yes, you
no.
have.
Well,
Oh, God.
she got off light this time,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go.
Okay.
All of this because I fucked up a feeding roll.
Well,
Loki, you're going to spend the night redoing your traps.
No, I need to do the body. I'll do that later.
What are you doing with
Right,
the body?
I'll do that later. Don't worry, I'll do it later. I'm doing my traps right now. It's important to be safe.
Okay, there is a body in the haven, right?
No, it's in. Yeah, I should get. No, it's fine. If I go, someone will follow me back, and my traps won't be ready. I've got to do the traps first, and then I get the body. Then I bring it in, and then I deal with it, and maybe Florence too.
Loki, you are
Yeah.
redoing your traps, yes?
Yes.
I'm gonna say that is an intelligence plus craft, unless you have something better. You have nothing in craft.
Subterfuge?
No, that's a social skill mostly.
Because it'd be like hiding trap. Oh dear.
Technology, I will give you.
I'll take technology.
Oh dear.
So intelligence.
Intelligence technology for setting traps, because I am kind. 2 successes.
Thank you. I will re-roll 2.
Okay. Not a bad idea. 3 successes for traps. I will.
I blame Josh for all of this, by the way. It's very clearly his fault that Loki's gone fucking batshit.
I'm the one playing him. Okay. And Florence, you are researching.
Yes. What's that? Int.
Int academics, unless you have
occult?
something specific. Oh, maybe occult, depending on. You're not reading it. You're looking at the pictures, right?
I'm just sort of like going through it to see if there's anything I recognise occult-wise kind of thing. So.
Okay. Yeah. Intelligence occult.
Ooh, not bad.
2 successes.
Out of a possible 3.
What question would you like to ask about this book? You are already aware from Nate that it is geomantic. You were there when Mr. Bubbles described it as being to do with, or the last bit being to do with blood bonds.
Can I suggest that she'd still be obsessed probably with the Raven part? Because of thingy.
Yep, it's definitely to do with ravens. There's.
I'm just going to see if I can glean any clues as to what the fuck's going on Raven-wise with all this shit.
Raven-wise. Okay, cool. How long are you spending on this? The entire night?
Well, as long as, Loki will let me stay and read. So he's just there pissing about with his traps and just like,
Ravens, let me see. Writing desks? No, that's not right.
Edgar Allan Poe. No.
Nevermore. Nah, bollocks.
There was a knocking at my chamber door, but never mind.
And I said, not today, I don't want any. No.
Yeah.
Bloody Holmes, when does this?
Bastards. Scary. I think someone wrote a horror story about them once. Okay. You get from this book, and it's pictures specifically, you get the geomancy angle that Nate talked about. You don't really pay attention to that. You focus on the ravens. Raven-wise, it doesn't have anything to do with a specific place, as it seems. However, you do see one specific diagram that is 2 ravens facing each other, and their eyes are redder ink than the rest of them. And they are over in a kind of very thinly drawn triangle between the 3 things. There is this triangle of 3 interlocking triangles, and it seems the 3 are related. And there is
Is it a little bit like that, but less badly scrawled?
No. You know what? I will draw it for you.
Yes.
So I show.
I'm just imagining that image of like that British pie with the crows in it.
Oh my god.
Just a recipe underneath, like 2 eggs.
Pocket full of rye. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a pretty dish to put before the king? Yes, I do know all of the goddamn nursery.
There you go. I put it in the chat.
Wait, what? Where?
That
Oh.
is the symbol. And then it's
okay.
notes from other things.
Kill
That's the
Loki.
triangle.
What?
Kill Loki, yep. And then obviously over that, kind of flanking it, are the 2 ravens.
I did put it in the voice Zoom chat. As
I
well.
see.
And I'll put it in Twitch chat too for anyone who wants to see it.
Fucking pagans.
Yeah. And it seems that there are ravens, smaller drawings of ravens pop up at various points along this one particular passage of a derivative of Latin, English, something. It uses English characters and other stuff as well. You don't really know it. And that is most of what I can give you. Is there anything else you would like to know, or try and interpret from this?
So there's ravens, there's weird Norse symbols, kind of thing. Look, and they've mentioned the name of one of the Norse, one of Loki's ravens, sort of thing in passing. So Florence is probably just going to keep an eye out and skim through and see if she can see the names of any sort of Norse gods that she might recognize.
Yeah, okay. This will take the entire night if you're going to do that. So, yes.
Are you going to let her stay for that long?
So Loki's current agenda is fix traps, get body, bring body back, fix traps again, look at book for 2 minutes, fix traps again.
Probably Florence is there going, oh, look, I found some things there, and show him what she's found. I'm looking through to see if I can see the names of any, I'm thinking Norse or something, I'm not sure. I was never that good at that. Honestly, I didn't pay much attention in history at school sometimes. But yes.
I need to go fix my traps.
All right, dear, all right. Is that a body?
Yes.
Nate, I think depending on
he's gone.
Depending on how long do you stay here before you leave? Do you watch?
Oh,
Florence
but if
and Loki
Loki's
at
gonna
this?
reset the traps, I would grab Alex's hand and just pull him through and be like, "Okay, meet us here when I come back."
Mm-hmm. Okay, you go with Alex.
Because he's not gonna wait. Because the book doesn't really interest me, I guess, as much as the actual site itself. I think because he saw a lot of stuff that was there.
Okay, sure. Cool. You see Florence and Loki doing these things, and then you leave. And we will get to you in a second. Florence, you do look through, and like I said, it is using English Roman characters. And the three names that you see are Hugin, Munin, and Odin.
Yes, those definitely ring a bell, don't they? Thought and memory, right? Yes. John?
You might want to try a different name.
Oh, sorry. Loki. Sorry, I'm tired. Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John pops his head round.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
oh hello. Tear the arms off now, young man. Look what I found. See this here. This is Hugin and Munin, and this is Odin.
Norse mythology.
Yes. All ravens and things.
Ravens were, I think, maybe servants for Odin, or the symbol.
The eyes and ears, really.
Odin didn't have eyes, but no, he had one eye.
One eye, yes. Because he was sacrificed the other, hung up upside down on the world
For
tree.
knowledge, right?
Knowledge, yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How does that help us?
Well, whoever wrote the book believes all this stuff, I guess. That's what they're using to do this ritual, I think. As long as there's not any actual Norse gods going to show up, I really don't want to run into Loki or the
Thanks.
other Loki. No,
Yeah.
I mean the trickster god, or definitely not his son, who's a horse.
Sleepno?
Or his
Yeah.
daughter, who is the Queen of
horse.
Hell. Or
Hell.
Yes.
any of his other offspring.
Any of the Norse gods, honestly, I don't know. Is that something that's likely to happen here?
I don't bloody know.
Well, then what the fuck is the use of the book?
Well, we know what the people we are dealing with believe in,
Okay.
which is perhaps, I don't know, you're the one who's all tricky and things, but perhaps you could use it against them. It's
Are you
knowledge, right?
implying that I'm actually low-key the trickster god?
I don't know. Could you turn into a woman?
Or
I mean,
else.
Have
No.
you given birth to any horses recently?
no, not to my knowledge, but
Right.
I'm starting to question my memory.
Really?
No.
No,
Um,
it's not quite a good memory, really.
I do have quite a good memory.
Oh, I tell you what, I could really do with a cup of tea. I'm parched.
Okay.
Really thirsty work. Would you like one, dear?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
Why do you look odd every time I say I need a cup of tea?
No reason. I'm just waiting for the compulsion to go and make tea.
Why?
Because
I
I'm
don't-
wondering if you can force people to make tea, obviously.
I mean, it would be a very useful power, but it would also be very rude, I feel, to just force people to make tea against their will. I mean, there was the time John made tea, but I thought he was just being nice.
Well, we can ask him if we find him.
Yes, that's a good idea, actually. I mean, hello, John. That time you voluntarily make tea for me, were you doing it under duress? Did you have strange compulsions to make tea? I mean, you never made tea before, so maybe I did. Oh, dear.
I've only met John once. I would put forth, and I'm sure Saffron can confirm, that he probably doesn't know what duress means.
Yes,
Sounds about
that's
right,
true.
Yeah, there you go.
So, what do you want to do now? I mean, you're Mr. Plans. What's your plan?
I've been preoccupied today.
Yes, why is there a dead person in here, by the way?
I came across someone who needed my help. Turned out they were dead. And they were like, hey, can you hide a body?
I'm going to go over and look at the body. It's like, is it obviously exsanguinated?
Yes.
Mhm.
Very obviously. They've still got the bite marks.
So far, she's just like, just lifting
I'm-
the gums and seeing how pale.
Look, okay, fine. Yeah. I'm starting to think that maybe I need a new way to get blood. Because clearly my way is not working. I've done it.
John just holds up a rat and is like,
No,
That's a
I
good
have-
point. I didn't do the roll for your blood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, delete your specs. Ooh,
Okay.
that's good.
Oh, God.
What now?
Yeah, okay.
Do I have the power of paranoia randomly?
Yeah, you really
Just-
do. But that you gave yourself that. Continue.
Okay. So yeah,
Well, why not just hunt the rats? I mean, there's plenty of them down here.
I mean, it's not
Nobody
nice.
really, yes, but the police don't launch investigations if you kill a rat. You don't need to hide the bodies if you kill a rat.
I don't often kill people, in my defense. I don't often kill people when feeding, in my defense.
So you've had one nearly and one absolutely. I mean, once is too many, young man. I
Look,
think you need to
I
be-
mean, I used to be fine in my little hole,
Right.
gathering information and trading it.
All right. And
Then-
now you're not, and you need to sort yourself out.
And then Mr. Gates came round, and he was like, hey, do me this favor, because you owe me, bitch. And then I had to investigate you
Language, young
guys and find out whether or not you'd killed Angelica. And And then I just get dragged into all this crazy shit, and I've shot people, and I've,
Have you tried not shooting people?
It tends to get things done, to be honest.
Like the time you shot that person in the alleyway and, had to run away.
They didn't die.
That you know of.
No, they didn't die.
That you know of. I mean, maybe they bled out after you left.
No, but didn't you tie something on them?
Yes, I tied a tourniquet.
And I'm sure like an ambulance came and picked them up. It's fine.
Probably.
Look.
But anyway, this poor bugger. I mean, who even is this person?
No idea.
Right, okay. I'm going to start searching
let's call him
ID.
Charlie.
I'm going to start searching the person for ID.
Okay, you do that. You find like a fiver and the name Leslie Mitchell.
See, this is Leslie Mitchell.
I'm gonna have to write this down now.
There you are. Now, this is Leslie Mitchell. You've just killed Leslie Mitchell. I'm sure they had a full life and a family, and you just deprived them of all of that because you were a bit peckish and you couldn't bloody control yourself.
I was extremely peckish,
You
and I was worried that I would go nuts in a confined area with all of you. Therefore, I went to go feed. I could not.
went nuts in a confined area with this poor bugger.
It wasn't confined. It was in an alleyway.
This person is dead because of you. Stick to bloody rats, for the love of God.
No, I don't like rats. They taste like crap. I live in crap. I need at least some of my life to not be in crap.
Perhaps. I don't know. Yes, great. Well, I just feel like the murder is maybe not a good thing.
I mean, murder's like kind of a heavy label to put on it, to be honest. It's more like
No, you murdered this person.
accidental overeating, maybe?
You killed this person because
Yes.
you were hungry,
Yes.
greedy.
No.
You should be ashamed of yourself, young man. I'm disappointed in you. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
I can't take it, sorry.
Loki, like roll willpower or something against disappointment.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, what the hell kind of role is this? Okay.
Mummed.
Yeah, you got mummed. Roll willpower.
I did. Tits.
One success. I don't know. That's up to you to
Look.
decide how well you've been mummed. Are you feeling bad about yourself?
Look, Florence, I understand what you're saying. And you're right. You're right. I will go and give this person a proper burial.
And so you should, young man.
You keep researching the book. I'll go do that now. I won't even redo my traps, which I'm like itching to do. So
If you'd feel better redoing your traps, you redo your traps.
No. You have a point, and this should be dealt with as soon as possible in a respectful way. I pick up the body in like arms instead of what we would usually do, which is just grab a leg and then drag.
You don't want to drag it over the trap, surely. It's just like, shoot. Sorry, I had to try this one again.
By the time you get out the other side, there's just rat traps and spikes sticking out of this body. It's like
Just a leg left and the rest of it mere. Oh, God.
I'm going to take the body through the sewers to an abandoned part of the sewers and set it on fire.
Respectful.
okay, no, you're gonna have to do a manipulation, subterfuge, and Florence Wit's insight.
Okay.
Where's my insight?
And I promise we will get to your thing, Nate.
You're okay. I'm enjoying it.
All right.
Okay, no, it's up to you.
I will re-roll to break this stalemate that we currently have.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck!
It did nothing. Okay.
Loki, you suck!
Oh my god. Oh my. The two of you are unsure about each other, I guess. And Loki, yes, you can burn a body in the sewers.
That's what I'm doing, mate.
Why can I smell bacon?
Okay. Meanwhile, what do you want Saffron to be doing? She's kind of.
She can do whatever she wants, to be honest. if she wants to leave, I'll take her out through the new trap system.
Okay.
Otherwise, she can
She
chill.
does want to leave because she wants to eat food, which is the thing you don't have to do.
Well, I can get you food when I go out to body.
Okay. Okay.
The body that I'm holding in my arm, Saffron.
I don't know what two body is though. Anyway, yes, please. Like
What would you like?
Maccadees, literally anything.
That's almost like eating rats, but okay, sure.
Just something. Some
Big Mac,
food.
quarter pounder of cheese. I mean,
Sure,
what is-
sure. What? Just get me food, Loki.
Okay, food. Get you food.
Thank you. Right. All of that takes the entire night.
Yeah.
Nate,
Yes.
you leave the sewers. You take Alex and you go to the forest.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Do you do anything along the way, or do you just want to get there?
Just want to get there. Maybe brief Alex on what happened.
In what respect?
That like there was werewolves, that we saw something strange. Just that kind of stuff. That basically like there was some paranormal stuff that was happening that wasn't really normal, if that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Right. He seems slightly disturbed by this and obviously worried, but you get there without any problems. And what do? You are at the forest edge. Do you just traipse straight through?
Yes. I will try to be as aware as possible of any creatures or anything, but I don't think there would be. But yeah, they would try and go unseen. Maybe not just along the path, if that makes sense.
Okay, that's going to be a dexterity. Yeah, a dex plus survival roll.
Oh.
Two successes. You get there, you think you've relatively successfully found your way there, or you're nearby at this point, but you're fairly certain you've covered your tracks and you're maybe not being followed, or you haven't taken any obvious routes.
Okay.
You, I am assuming, approach.
Yeah, if there's no sign of anyone around, Nate will just go straight towards it.
Well, do a wits awareness then.
Okay. Just I feel like there's someone like following us or something. Okay.
3 successes. You notice there are ravens. That is for sure. They're not hearing any great number, but at various points along your path, you see ravens. And when you get there, you see a figure in the distance.
Ooh.
Standing at the stone circle.
Yeah, is it just a silhouette that I can see at the moment?
Yeah, it's kind of misty out, and there's not too much moonlight, and what moonlight there is reflecting off of the mist. So it's difficult to see exactly who it is without approaching.
Okay, I think he would signal to Alex that he sees someone, just be like, and then they try and get a little bit closer, maybe turn around.
Shall I hide?
Yeah, you good at it?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Couldn't hurt.
Okay. He, takes a tangential path and kind of sneaks and sits in a bush. And then it's, he disappears out into the mist after a little bit.
It's not a Florence, anyway.
It's not a Florence, but, you don't hear any footsteps after he leaves your immediate vicinity. Okay. What is your plan?
Just to get as close as possible, see who this person is.
Okay, you're just
What
walking
they're
straight out?
doing. Are they holding anything? Like, I want to, he's trying to figure out anything about what this person's intentions
What
are.
you can tell is that they are examining the stones of the stone circle.
Do they look magical?
They're not sparkling.
Okay.
They're not waving their arms around. They're not
Chanting or anything, are they?
chanting. No, nothing like that.
Okay. Do I know if it's male or female?
They have a masculine build.
Okay. And how close am I to them?
Probably 30 meters plus.
Can Nate get closer?
That's entirely up to Nate.
Yeah. I'll go. If I can go closer, I'll go closer. I'll try anyway.
Okay. You're not. Are you going stealthily? Sorry.
Yes. Try and remain stealthy. If I'm found, I'm found.
Dex plus stealth.
Okay. Dex plus stealth.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing in stealth. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay.
2 successes. You get basically to the clearing, and this person doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Okay. Can I see what they're looking at? Are they just looking at the henge itself? Is there some kind of...
They are. Yeah, they're looking at the stones of the henge and then like tracing their fingers over them and then kind of looking around and walking in within the circle itself and looking at the floor and stuff like that.
Okay. And do I notice anything about the henge? Like, is anything weird about them? Is it just the average day?
You
The way it
don't
was the
currently
first
have
time?
all specs,
No.
but there is nothing you as you are notice about it.
Okay. Fuck it. Okay, Nate just gonna walk up to them
Okay.
and say, "Can I help you?"
They turn around, not seemingly particularly surprised, and they say, "If you could, that would be great." And as they turn around, you see the face of Eric. And that is where we're going to finish for today.
No!
Yeah, fuck yeah!
No!
Dun.
Turn around.
Every now and then you murder someone and I will bring them back when you don't expect it.
Turn around.
It could be a sec there. I was like, wait, Eric, isn't he supposed to...
What is it with you and bringing people back from the dead?
What is it with me bringing people back from the dead? I don't know.
Vampire game. My God.
Well,
It's like hell's got a rotating bloody door.
you have some interesting threads to follow, and you've made some progress on some of them. Nate, I'm sure you're well aware that Renalla's meeting with Bradley is coming up.
Yep.
So
yep.
that's fun. And
Gates could hurry on there, and
he's a big
enter those DMs.
We'll see. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're on YouTube and all that. Check out these wonderful people.
Ring the bell and all that shit.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Ring my bell.
Is there anything anyone wants to plug?
Oh, yes, I have something.
Yeah?
Charlie Foxtrot, my Only War TTRPG game is coming now, kind of. I have done most of the lead up, so if you guys especially, if anyone's interested in checking it out or signing up, the details will be out on my YouTube soon. So, and we're going to start organizing YouTubers, streamers into groups to come and guest for a couple of episodes each.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. If you've not seen the art and the descriptions of all the regiments that are going to be in this campaign, it's ridiculously bullshit, stupid, hilarious,
really cool.
fun stuff. And you're doing it with your community as well, so like not just YouTubers can join.
Yeah.
It is.
So viewers can also join for a contribution. It's not a massive amount of money, but I don't want people signing up and then being like, "Oh, I can't make it," and I've wasted my time. So it's a couple of episodes. You can sign up with a group of mates if you want to play with mates. If you've always wanted to play a TTRPG but never had the chance, viewers don't have to have cameras, just microphones. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to playing in it and getting other people killed, probably by orcs or Xenos. I don't know. We'll see.
It's orcs.
Oh,
it's
cool.
That's an established fact.
Sweet.
Gene stealers. There's slip a gene stealer in this one.
All right then. Yeah, I think that is a good place to stop. Everyone gets 2 XP, and I will catch you next time. But until then, stay sexy. I don't know. We're gonna raid someone.
Bitch, I'm always sexy.
Yeah.
I'm putting points in persuasion.
Are you now? Who gave you that idea?
I don't know. It's almost like it came to me in a dream when Florence was manipulating my mind.
I can't believe Flora's got to mum you.
We shall.
It didn't work enough. It worked enough that he cared to lie to her, but not enough that he was actually going to bury the body.
I don't care what happened. I just got to mum you. Okay, I just got to say the words. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, and that's all I wanted.
It was effective enough that it stopped Sheepy's brain in his kind of like playing Loki. And I was when you did the final line and I didn't say anything. It's not because Loki was stumped. It's because Sheepy was stumped, and he was like, "Oh God, this is too real."
Right, we're going to raid Metamancer, an amazing role player.
Meta!
So, yeah, until next time,